In this video we're diving into one of the most heartwarming royal moments captured recently as Princess Beatrice of York was spotted during a tender public outing with her little daughter that has absolutely melted the hearts of royal watchers everywhere. So make sure you stay with me until the very end because we're going to explore every beautiful detail of this precious mother-daughter moment that reminds us why the royals continue to fascinate us with their most genuine and touching displays of family love. And before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like icon, share this video with fellow royal enthusiasts, and drop your thoughts in the comments below because I absolutely love hearing what you think about these special royal moments. The British royal family has always captivated audiences worldwide with their blend of duty, tradition, and those increasingly rare glimpses into their personal lives that remind us they're human beings navigating parenthood just like the rest of us. And Princess Beatrice of York, the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, has been giving us exactly that kind of authentic connection lately as she steps into her role as a mother with grace, warmth, and an evident joy that simply radiates from every photograph and public appearance. What we witnessed during this recent outing wasn't just another royal engagement or a carefully orchestrated photo opportunity, but rather a spontaneous and genuine display of maternal affection that speaks volumes about the kind of mother Princess Beatrice has become and the beautiful relationship she's cultivating with her young daughter away from the constant glare of the media spotlight. Princess Beatrice, who married property developer Edoardo Mazzi in an intimate ceremony back in July 2020 during the challenging times of the pandemic, welcomed her daughter Sienna Elizabeth Mazzi in September 2021. And since then she has been remarkably protective of her little girl's privacy while occasionally allowing the public these treasured glimpses into their life together. The recent outing that has everyone talking showcased Beatrice in her element as a doting mother, completely absorbed in her daughter's world and demonstrating the kind of present, attentive parenting that modern royal mothers have been championing. Unlike the stiff, formal royal appearances of decades past where children were expected to remain perfectly composed and almost ornamental, what we're seeing now with Princess Beatrice reflects a shift toward more natural, relaxed parenting within the royal sphere that prioritizes genuine connection over rigid protocol. During this particular public appearance, observers noted how Princess Beatrice was completely focused on her daughter, bending down to her level for conversations, holding her hand with tender care, and displaying those little gestures of affection that any parent will recognize: the gentle hair smoothing, the reassuring touches, the attentive listening that shows a child they are the center of their parents' world in that moment. What struck so many people about these images and videos circulating across social media and news outlets wasn't just the cuteness factor, though certainly that was there in abundance, but rather the authenticity of the interaction between mother and daughter that couldn't be manufactured or performed for cameras. Princess Beatrice appeared genuinely enchanted by her little girl, responding to her daughter's needs and interests with patience and evident delight that transcended the typical royal reserve we often see during official engagements. The body language between the two told its own story, one of trust, security, and mutual affection that has been carefully nurtured since Sienna's birth. Royal experts and body language analysts who examined the footage pointed out how relaxed and confident Princess Beatrice appeared in her maternal role. None of the nervousness or stiffness that sometimes accompanies royal parents during their first public outings with young children, but instead a woman completely comfortable in her dual identity as both a member of the royal family and as a hands-on, devoted mother who clearly prioritizes her daughter's emotional well-being above all else. The princess was dressed casually yet elegantly, striking that difficult balance between royal appropriateness and practical motherhood that allows for chasing after a toddler or bending down repeatedly without concern for maintaining a rigid, formal appearance. What makes Princess Beatrice's approach to motherhood particularly interesting is how it reflects broader changes within the royal family's younger generation, following in the footsteps of her cousin Catherine, the Princess of Wales, who has been credited with modernizing royal parenting by being more tactile, more present, and more willing to show genuine emotion in public with her children. Princess Beatrice seems to have taken those lessons to heart while adding her own personal touch, creating a parenting style that honors both her position within the royal hierarchy and her desire to give her daughter as normal a childhood as possible given the extraordinary circumstances of being born into one of the world's most famous families. The protective instincts she demonstrates, carefully shielding Sienna from excessive media attention while occasionally sharing these moments with the public, shows a thoughtful approach to navigating the complex intersection of public duty and private family life. The choice of venue for this outing also revealed something about Princess Beatrice's priorities as a mother, opting for a location that would be engaging and appropriate for a young child rather than a stuffy, formal setting that might appeal more to adult sensibilities or media preferences. This decision demonstrates her commitment to seeing the world through her daughter's eyes and creating experiences that are genuinely enjoyable for Sienna rather than merely convenient or photogenic for the adults involved. Fellow parents watching the footage couldn't help but recognize those universal moments of childhood wonder and parental pride that transcend class, status, and royal titles, reminding us that despite the palaces and tiaras, the bond between mother and child remains fundamentally the same whether you're raising a princess or working multiple jobs to provide for your family. Social media erupted with positive reactions to the outing, with thousands of comments praising Princess Beatrice for her natural, warm approach to motherhood and expressing delight at seeing the obvious affection between mother and daughter. Many commenters noted how refreshing it is to see royal children being allowed to simply be children, to express themselves freely, to have their needs and feelings validated and responded to by their parents in real time rather than being expected to suppress their natural impulses for the sake of maintaining royal dignity. This shift represents a significant evolution in royal parenting philosophy, one that recognizes childhood as a precious and fleeting period that deserves to be protected and cherished rather than something to be rushed through or rigidly controlled in service of public image. Princess Beatrice's relationship with her own parents, particularly the close bond she maintains with both her mother Sarah Ferguson and her father Prince Andrew despite the various controversies and challenges that have surrounded them, likely influences her own approach to parenting and her determination to create a loving, supportive environment for Sienna. Having experienced firsthand the pressures and difficulties of growing up royal, including navigating her parents' very public divorce and the media scrutiny that followed her family throughout her childhood and adolescence, Princess Beatrice brings a wealth of understanding to her role as a mother about what works and what doesn't when it comes to raising resilient, emotionally healthy children in the public eye. The tenderness displayed during this outing also highlights Princess Beatrice's softer side, an aspect of her personality that sometimes gets overshadowed by discussions of royal protocols, fashion choices, or her position in the line of succession. Here we see not the granddaughter of a queen or the daughter of a prince, but simply a woman deeply in love with her child and committed to being the best mother she can be, to creating memories that will last long after the cameras have moved on to the next royal story. These moments of genuine connection between parent and child serve as powerful reminders of what truly matters in life, the relationships we build, the love we share, and the time we invest in those who matter most to us. As Princess Beatrice continues to balance her royal responsibilities with her role as a mother, the public can expect to see more of these carefully chosen glimpses into her family life, moments that satisfy our curiosity about the royals while respecting the privacy and normalcy she wants to maintain for Sienna. The overwhelming positive response to this recent outing suggests that audiences are hungry for this kind of authentic, heartwarming content that reminds us of our shared humanity and the universal experiences that connect us all regardless of our circumstances. Princess Beatrice is crafting a legacy not just as a member of the royal family but as a mother who prioritized love, connection, and genuine presence in her daughter's life, values that will undoubtedly shape Sienna as she grows and potentially influence how future generations of royals approach parenthood. So after witnessing this beautiful display of maternal love and seeing how Princess Beatrice has embraced motherhood with such obvious joy and devotion, I have to ask you, do you think the modern royal family's more relaxed and affectionate approach to parenting will ultimately strengthen their connection with the public, or should royals maintain more traditional boundaries between their public duties and private family moments?